My child, I need you to stop everything right now. Put down what you are holding. Silence the noise around you. Breathe slowly and let your spirit settle, because what I am about to speak into your life in these next few minutes cannot wait another day. This moment is not random. You did not arrive here by accident. Before you woke this morning, before your thoughts began racing with today's concerns, before you even realized what you were searching for, I had already marked this exact moment in time. I marked it because something must shift in your life right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. You may think this is just another message passing through your day, another voice among the countless voices that demand your attention. But I am telling you with urgency that reaches from heaven to where you sit right now. This is different. This is the moment I have been waiting to give you. This is the encounter I prepared long before you felt the weight you are currently carrying. There is something happening inside you right now, even as you read these words. Something in your spirit recognizes the sound of my voice. Something deeper than your conscious mind knows that what I am about to speak is exactly what you have been needing to hear. Even if you could not name it, even if you did not know how to ask for it, stay with me here. Do not let distractions steal what I am about to release. Do not scroll past this moment, because I know how easily the mind wanders when truth comes close. I know how quickly fear whispers that this cannot be for you, that this kind of breakthrough happens for others, but not for someone in your situation. But that whisper is a lie, and I am about to prove it wrong. I see you right now. Not the version of yourself you show to others, not the face you wear in public, or the voice you use when someone asks how you are doing. I see the you that exists when the door closes, when the lights go out, when no one is watching, and you finally allow your shoulders to drop. I see the you that carries questions no one else has heard, the you that wonders in the quiet whether anyone truly understands what you are walking through. I see you in this very room. I see the weight pressing against your chest that you have learned to carry so well that others do not even notice it anymore. I see the tiredness behind your eyes that does not leave even after sleep. I see the silent ache in your body that you have stopped mentioning because you are tired of explaining it. I see the loneliness that sits beside you even when you are surrounded by people. You are not hidden from me. You have never been hidden from me. Not for one single moment of your life. I know what your body has been carrying. I know the fear that enters when you notice something is not quite right, when you feel a weakness you cannot explain, when pain appears in places it should not be, when your energy drains faster than it used to, when you wake feeling as if you never truly rested. I know that fear, and I know how it grows larger in the quiet hours when everyone else is asleep, and you are left alone with your thoughts, and your body and your questions. I know there are some of you whose bodies have been speaking a language of discomfort for far too long. You have felt it in your bones, in your blood, in the deep places where strength used to reside, but now only tiredness remains. There are areas of your body that have carried strain without relief, organs that have worked under pressure, systems that have felt weak when they should feel strong, joints that ache, muscles that stay tight, nerves that fire when they should be calm. You have lain awake counting your heartbeats, listening to your breathing, pressing your hand against places that hurt, wondering if what you feel is serious, wondering if it will get worse, wondering if anyone would believe you if you tried to explain it. Some nights you searched for answers on your phone, reading symptoms, comparing experiences, trying to understand what your body is trying to tell you, and with each search, fear grew a little larger. I saw every one of those nights. I sat beside you when worry made the darkness feel heavier. I heard every silent prayer you whispered when pain woke you at 3 a.m. Every time you adjusted how you sat because something hurt. Every time you moved more slowly because your body demanded it. Every time you canceled plans because you simply did not have the strength. I saw it all, and I never once looked away. But I also know the pain you carry is not only physical. I know there is something else inside you that aches with a different kind of heaviness. A loneliness that lives beneath the surface. An emptiness that cannot be filled by noise or distraction. A sense of being unseen that does not go away no matter how many people surround you. I know you have felt alone even in crowded rooms. I know you have smiled and nodded and participated in conversations, while feeling completely disconnected from everything happening around you. I know you have scrolled through your phone looking at other people's lives and felt the sharp edge of comparison cut into your heart, wondering why their path looks so clear while yours feels so uncertain, wondering why breakthrough comes so easily for them while you are still waiting. I know about the mornings when you woke with a heaviness in your chest that had no name, the afternoons when you felt invisible, the evenings when you sat in silence because you had nothing left to say and no one who seemed to truly want to listen. I know about the moments when your phone stayed silent and you wondered if anyone would notice if you simply disappeared. That loneliness is real, my child. And I am not here to tell you it was in your imagination. I am not here to minimize what you have felt or to tell you it should not hurt as much as it does. I am here to tell you that every moment of that isolation was seen. Every tear that fell in private reached me. Every time you whispered into the emptiness wondering if I was truly there, I heard you. I know how exhausting it has been to carry both. To carry a body that does not feel right and a heart that feels unseen. To fight physical weakness while also fighting the emotional weight of feeling forgotten. To wake each day wondering if this will be the day something changes, only to lay down at night realizing nothing did. Some of you have been living in this place for so long that you have started to believe this is simply how life will be. You have adjusted your expectations downward. You have stopped hoping for complete healing because partial relief seems more realistic. You have stopped believing you will be truly known because surface-level connection feels safer than the risk of being fully seen and still rejected. But hear me clearly now, because this is why I interrupted your day. This is why I called your attention to this exact moment. The season you have been walking through is not your permanent address. The pain you have been carrying does not have unlimited permission to stay. The loneliness you have felt is not the final word on your story. I know you have heard promises before. I know you have hoped before and been disappointed. I know there have been moments when you thought breakthrough was coming, only to watch it dissolve like morning mist. And because of that, there is a part of you right now that wants to protect itself from hoping again. A part of you that whispers, "Do not believe this. Do not let yourself want this. You have been hurt too many times." I understand that hesitation. I understand that self-protection, but I am asking you to set it down for these next few minutes. I am asking you to let your guard come down just enough to receive what I am about to speak. Because what I am releasing now is not empty comfort. This is not generic encouragement meant for everyone and no one. This is specific. This is personal. This is for you. Every sickness sitting in your body right now has an expiration date, and that date is not years from now. It is not even months from now. That date is today. Right now in this moment, while you are reading these words, my authority is entering the exact places where disease thought it could settle permanently, where weakness believed it had found a home, where pain assumed it would remain uncontested. I am speaking directly to tired blood, to weak bones, to nervous systems that have been under siege, to organs that have carried strain, to inflammation that has lingered, to cells that have forgotten how to renew properly. I am speaking to every system in your body that has operated below the strength I designed for it. Nothing inside you is too hidden for my word to reach. Nothing is too damaged for my hand to restore. But I am also speaking to the loneliness that has wrapped itself around your heart, to the fear that you will always be overlooked, to the belief that you are somehow less deserving of good things than other people, to the weariness that comes from feeling like you must earn love and approval through perfect performance. I am speaking to the part of you that has been running on empty for so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to be full. You were never meant to carry these things alone. The isolation you experienced was not punishment. It was not evidence that you were forgotten, or that you had somehow disqualified yourself from my care. There are seasons when I allow noise and seasons when I require silence. The quiet season you walked through was not abandonment. It was focus. There were voices around you that were too loud, expectations that were too heavy, distractions that were pulling you away from what I was trying to build inside you. If I had allowed everything to remain, you would have continued leaning on what was comfortable instead of discovering what was powerful within you. So I gently removed what was familiar, not to harm you, but to refine you. You call it walking alone. I call it walking undistracted. You call it being forgotten. I call it being prepared because there are some truths that can only be learned in silence, some strength that can only be forged in solitude, some clarity that can only come when other voices quiet down long enough for you to hear mine. And now, after walking through that wilderness, you are not the same person who entered it. Your roots are deeper, your discernment is sharper, your capacity to trust me without needing constant evidence has grown. That is not a small thing. That is transformation. And transformation is always the work of hidden seasons. The same is true for the physical struggle you have endured. You have asked me why. Why this pain? Why this weakness? Why now when you have so much you still want to do? And I tell you honestly, some answers are too large to fit into human language. But what I can tell you is this: weakness has taught you dependence. Uncertainty has taught you to lean. Pain has stripped away the illusion that you are in control. And though that process hurt, it also brought you to a place of deeper honesty with me. You prayed differently when your body felt uncertain. Not from habit, not from routine, but from need, real need. And those prayers, even the ones that were only a whispered, "Lord help me," reached me with a depth that religious words never could. Because weakness removes unnecessary words and leaves only what is true. But the season of weakness is ending. The season of isolation is ending. The season of unanswered questions is ending. Not because you finally got strong enough, not because you finally prayed the right words or believed the right way. It is ending because I have decided it is time. Right now, even as you sit in this moment, my presence is entering the atmosphere around you. What has felt stuck is beginning to shift. What has felt impossible is beginning to soften. What has felt permanent is beginning to crack. You may not feel it dramatically. You may not sense it with overwhelming emotion, but something has changed in the realm you cannot see, and that change will become visible in the days ahead. I am speaking life into blood that has felt tired. I am commanding strength back into bones that have felt weak. I am restoring systems that have operated below their design. I am healing inflammation that has created pain. I am bringing peace to nerves that have been overstimulated. I am renewing cells that forgot how to function properly. And what begins in the unseen will emerge into the visible. You will wake one morning and realize you feel different. Lighter, stronger, more like yourself than you have felt in months or years. It will not necessarily be dramatic. It may be subtle. You may simply notice that the heaviness has lifted, that the pain you were so accustomed to is no longer there, that your body feels steady again, and you will remember this moment. You will remember that before you felt the change, I spoke it. I am also ending the season of loneliness, not by filling your life with crowds, not by surrounding you with people who only know the surface version of you. I am ending it by bringing you into connection that is real, deep, mutual, the kind of relationship where you do not have to perform or pretend or manage how you are perceived, where you can be fully known and still fully loved. There are people I am positioning in your path who will understand you in ways others could not. Not because they are perfect, but because I have been preparing them just as I have been preparing you. You will meet them and feel the relief of being seen, the freedom of being accepted, the joy of being valued not for what you can do, but simply for who you are. The timing of your breakthrough is not random, it is strategic. I did not delay because I was ignoring you. I delayed because I was developing you, building in you a capacity to carry what I am about to release. A foundation strong enough to hold what I am about to place on it. A maturity deep enough to steward what I am about to entrust to you. There are dreams you set aside because they hurt too much to keep holding. Hopes you buried because disappointment had touched them too many times. Prayers you stopped praying because silence felt like refusal. I saw every one of those moments when hope died a little, when faith grew quieter, when expectation shrank down to fit the size of your pain. But I am asking you to unbury those dreams now. I am asking you to pull them back out and hold them up to the light. Because what you thought was dead is only dormant. What you thought was denied is only delayed. And the delay was not rejection. It was preparation. The path ahead will not be without challenge. I will not promise you that every day from this moment forward will be easy, but I will promise you this. You will not walk it alone. Every step you take, I will be there. Every door that opens, I will guide you through it. Every moment of uncertainty, I will be the voice reminding you of who you are and whose you are. You will look back on this season and understand it differently. The nights of pain will make sense when you see how they deepened your compassion. The months of loneliness will make sense when you see how they clarified your purpose. The waiting will make sense when you see what I was preparing while you could not see it. And you will help others, not by giving them advice from a distance, but by sitting with them in their pain because you remember what yours felt like. You will speak to their fear with authority because you know what it is to be afraid, and still choose trust. You will carry them through their waiting because you learned how to wait with hope instead of bitterness. This moment right here, right now, is the turning point. This is where the old season ends and the new one begins. Not because circumstances have all changed yet, not because every question has been answered, but because my word has been released, and my word never returns void. Before you move from this place, I want you to do something. I want you to speak out loud, even if it is just a whisper. I receive this. Say it now. Let your voice agree with what heaven has already declared. Let your words come into alignment with my will because there is power in agreement. There is authority in spoken faith. You are not the person you were when you started reading this. Something has shifted, something has awakened, something that was sleeping has stirred. And in the days ahead, you will see the evidence of what happened in this moment. You will feel strength returning. You will sense connections forming. You will notice doors opening that were previously closed, and you will know that heaven moved on your behalf. If you want to sow a blessing into this work, find the pinned comment at the top. My child, I want you to understand something crucial about what just happened here. This was not just a message you read. This was not just words that passed through your mind. This was an encounter. This was heaven reaching across the distance and placing its hand on your shoulder. This was my voice speaking your name in a room where you thought you were alone. You came here carrying something heavy. Maybe it was fear about your body. Maybe it was the weight of loneliness. Maybe it was confusion about why your path has looked so different from what you expected. I knew what you were carrying before you arrived, and I want you to leave differently than you came, not with all your questions answered, not with all your problems instantly resolved, but with something settled deep inside you, a knowing that you are not forgotten, a certainty that you are not alone, a peace that does not require perfect circumstances to remain steady. The healing that began in your body while you were reading these words is real. You may not feel it dramatically in this exact moment, but cells are responding, systems are recalibrating. What was out of alignment is being corrected. What was weak is being strengthened. What was diseased is being displaced. This is happening right now, whether you feel it or not. Trust what I am doing in places you cannot see. The loneliness that has sat beside you for so long is also being addressed, not by filling your calendar with meaningless activity, not by surrounding you with people who do not truly see you. I am preparing genuine connection, real relationship, the kind that makes you feel at home in your own skin because someone finally understands the language you speak. In the coming days, you will notice things beginning to shift. Opportunities will present themselves. Conversations will happen that feel significant. People will enter your life at exactly the right time. Doors will open that you thought were permanently closed. And when these things happen, you will remember this moment. You will remember that I spoke it before you saw it. There will be mornings when you wake and realize the heaviness is gone. Your body will feel lighter. Your mind will feel clearer. The fog that has hung over you will have lifted, and you will be able to see your path forward with new eyes. That clarity is coming. It is already on its way to you. I know there is a part of you that is afraid to hope, a part that has been disappointed too many times, a part that whispers, "What if this does not work for me? What if I am the exception?" But I am telling you with authority that comes from knowing the end from the beginning, you are not the exception. You are the very one I came for. You are the reason this word was released today. Your faith does not need to be perfect for this to work. Your belief does not need to be without doubt. All I need from you is a willingness to receive, a small opening in your heart that says, "I want this to be true." That is enough. I can work with that. Do not measure what I am doing by how you feel in this exact moment. Do not judge the promise by current circumstances. What I have spoken over you is already in motion. The wheels of heaven have already turned. The answer to your prayers has already been released. Now it is simply a matter of time before the invisible becomes visible. You have been faithful in the dark. You have continued to reach for me even when it felt pointless. You have shown up even when no one was watching. That faithfulness has not gone unnoticed. It has been seen, it has been recorded, and it is about to be rewarded. The coming season of your life will look different from the season you just walked through. Where there was isolation, there will be connection. Where there was weakness, there will be strength. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was lack, there will be provision. Not because you earned it through perfect behavior, but because I love you and I have decided it is time. There are specific things I want you to watch for in the days ahead. Pay attention to how your body feels when you wake up. Notice if sleep comes easier. Notice if pain lessens. Notice if energy returns. These will be signs that what I spoke is manifesting in your physical reality. Also pay attention to the people who cross your path. Notice conversations that feel significant. Notice invitations that come unexpectedly. Notice opportunities that present themselves. I am orchestrating connections and encounters that will shift your trajectory. Do not dismiss these as coincidence. This is my hand moving on your behalf. Your part in this is to remain open, to stay expectant, to resist the temptation to return to the old narratives of hopelessness and defeat. When fear whispers that nothing has changed, remind it of this moment, remind it of what was spoken. Remind it that my word does not fail. There will be days when symptoms try to return, when loneliness tries to creep back in, when doubt tries to convince you that this was just temporary emotion. In those moments, return to this place. Read these words again. Let them remind you of what heaven declared over your life. Let them anchor you when circumstances try to pull you back into fear. You are not going back to where you were. That season is finished. That chapter is closed. You are moving forward into something new, something better, something I have been preparing specifically for you. The best parts of your story are still ahead. The greatest joys are still coming. The deepest peace is still on its way. I know you have questions about timing. You want to know when you will see the full manifestation of what I have promised. But I am asking you to trust my timing. Everything I do is strategic. The delay you experienced was not denial. It was development. The transformation happening in you right now is not just about relief from pain. It is about positioning you for purpose. Everything you have walked through has been preparation for what you are about to step into. There are people waiting for you, people who need your story, people who need to know that someone survived what they are walking through. You are being prepared to be a light in someone else's darkness. So as your body heals, remember why. As your heart fills with peace, remember the purpose. You are being blessed to be a blessing. My beloved child, you are seen. You are known. You are loved. You are loved because you are mine. That will never change. The journey ahead will have moments of challenge, but you will never walk them questioning whether I am with you. You will know I am here. I am for you. Everything that was broken is being restored. Everything that was lost is being returned. This is your season of recovery. What looked dead is coming back to life. What felt finished is beginning again. You are not the same person you were when you started reading this. Something fundamental has shifted. Something deep has changed. You have been marked by this encounter, and the evidence of that transformation will become increasingly clear in the days ahead. Walk forward now with confidence. Not confidence in yourself, but confidence in me. Not trusting in your own ability, but trusting in my faithfulness. I am with you. I am for you. I am ahead of you, preparing the way. Every step you take from this moment forward, you take it with me. Every challenge you face it with my strength. You are not alone. You will never be alone. I am here, and I am not leaving. Return to this place whenever your spirit needs to be reminded. Come back whenever you need to hear my voice speaking truth over the lies that circumstances whisper. This place will be here, and so will I. Now go forward. Step into your day with new eyes. Walk into your future with new strength. Live your life with new hope. because everything has changed. The old is passing away, the new is breaking through, and you, my beloved child, are being made completely new. I love you. I see you. I am with you always,